Good evening, my friends. Today is Friday, the 14th of June, and happy Father's Day. Whoever is a father or is planning to be a father or grandfather or godfather, to all the fathers, all the best. And if you would like to participate in half an hour reading with me, donated by Janet and Tom Burks, thank you, such a nice couple. Please write comments under this video, and Monday on my live stream I will be choosing with Cheryl who is the winner. So please watch the next video, all of my videos, next videos, and please write comments if you like to have the privilege from those people who have donated you the reading. Will Don Jr. be, in this video I will be talking about, will Don Jr. be ever charged for possessing guns and using some drugs? I don't know if he is using, but sometimes he acts like he is. And about Princess Katherine's health, who will be debating with Kamala Harris, man or woman. Is Taylor Swift ready for marriage? Matt Gaetz and Margie Taylor Greene went to middle of South America and center of South America. Why they went there? Who was paying for them to go there? Will America ever have universal health care? Will criteria be eligible who can run for president? Can you see 45th leaving due to health problems before election? Questions about Dr. Michael Mosley. He is a very famous doctor in England, and he went to Greece for vacations. In Greece he went on a walk, and his body was discovered 4 days later. And Air Canada manager is wanted related to gold heist from April 2023. I did video about that before, and I think some of the facts that I was predicting are coming true. Excuse me. Alice ARCE 2696 is the questionnaire. Many times we had seen goosey, bleedy eyes on Don Jr. Is he high on Gaetz, and in her opinion he is doing some and he has we know that he has a huge collection of weapons, guns, rifles, etc. He is a hunter. He goes to hunt for even for elephants. He was hunting. So would Don Jr. ever face consequences like Hunter Biden? And when I closed my eyes, I saw a service lady, cleaning lady, who spot things, and she might be the one who will be testifying against him. So he might be in hot water as well, when we don't know. 3 cards. I will pull 3 cards to know more. The grass will be greener, so she might be moving from that place to find a better job somewhere else. Angel of Justice will be watching what he might receive. Yes, and she will be busy. So she might be even someone who was put to be in his circle of people who are working for him, and she might tell FBI or CIA, FBI that he's doing drugs and he's owning a lot of guns. And this is another thing I would like to announce. Nadia Balota. I watched your last video but was interrupted so many times. Why it's happened? Did anyone else complain? No one else complained, but when I was putting monetization, I couldn't do it in the first hour. I had to wait it over because it was not uploaded to the point that I could put monetization. When I went there, I noticed that I have so many ads, one after another, and I have to dismiss them. So yes, I believe sometimes they do that. It's annoying, and please don't take this against me. And sometimes you don't hear my voice for a while. It's not up to me as well. It's the provider who is giving me chances to be with you. It's not working fast enough. And after a while, the writing under captures will be, C captures will be as well under the translation, but it takes sometimes much longer than others, so I'm sorry. Princess Katherine health. And today the Buckingham Palace announced that she is doing better and that she will be tomorrow on the spotlight, riding with her family, with her husband and kids on the, I don't want to lie, but she will be riding through the city of London, and she is doing better. And there was a nice picture of her under the big tree. And I have the feeling that it's not chemo to prophylactically stop the cancer. I believe that she has another lump, and she had probably was growing, and now the chemo is probably shrinking the lump, and that's the reason she's taking chemo. And chemo can be so bad for many people. It's such a strong poisoning thing that a lot of people are not able to get with it. So yes, she is. We have to pray for her recovery, and she's not out of the woods, as she said. And I lost my girlfriend 3 years ago. Judy was, she had colon cancer, and then it went on her liver. And they were shrinking with chemo before they were operated on her. And she was doing good. And then one day she went with her grandchildren to the swimming pool, because she had another home in Arizona, and she invited her grandchildren, and they wanted her to go to the swimming pool. She got yeast infection, and after that it spiraled, and she died a few months later, so about 3 months later. So Katherine is not out of the woods. We have to pray for her. We have to send her the best energy that girl can take it. Silly me, 499. Will Kamala be debating a man or woman? And I saw a very feminine man. The one that I feel, I might be wrong, is Tim Scott. So I think that Trump will choose him because he is the best kisser. And best protector of him. He is always so silly with his comments how much he loves Trump. And yeah, he is hoping for that position more than others. The other guys were showing the real colors before. So I don't know if Trump will be brave enough to take Marco, who was saying nice things about Trump's fingers. That Stormy Daniels was proving that that might be the truth. I don't think that. So would she be debating with men? Good choices. Oh, I think I answered. And they will be sleeping. Trump is still sleeping on it, and they will be like a couple, very good couple. And Tim Scott is just getting married, so maybe the marriage card is there. There was gossip that he is still virgin. I'm just kidding. It's for entertainment only, so I don't want to. I'm just repeating the gossips. Carol Bach. Any cards about Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce? Is she ready to commit for the marriage? And they haven't seen each other since May 17, so it's 1 month now. The schedules are so busy, and I saw her standing on the widow roof. In 19th centuries, that was very common that they were building the roof flat. In our climate, that wouldn't be a good idea because we have so much snow in the winter. But in the nicer climate, they had those flat roof with balcony, and they were calling this widow roof that she can wait for her husband to come home. And so she's waiting for him, for Travis. I think she's ready, but is he ready? She showed how much she loves him. She had concert in Japan, and she was flying to be on the Super Bowl because he was there. So she is capable of putting a lot of suffering, so many hours of traveling, and the concerts are so exhausted. And she is a huge star. She feels lonely. And they hardly ever see each other up and down, so the relationship is like long distance relationship. They can talk on the Skype or whatever, or WhatsApp, but it's not the same. And if they can't have time before they are married, how much time they will have after marriage? It's much harder to commit to the relationship after the marriage than before, to have the time for the loved ones. JM asked, did the taxpayers pay for Matt Gaetz and MTG trip to Central America? And I saw the old-fashioned book. They are in Poland we call this American books, old-fashioned. So it was covered by the business expenses. So it was covered by Congress. And I saw as well the big poster. I believe they are creating some fake advertising for people to create the caravans to come to USA, because that way they can hurt Biden if there will be so many immigrants coming. So they want to cause some problems. They want to, because it's not too much talk right now, it's quiet. They want to have some power for Trump, and they are dysfunctional. That's dysfunctional family for the country. They want to do more bad than good. Betty and Erin. Will America ever have universal health care? If so, when? Time is not up to me, but I saw a doctor coming to the patient's bed at home. It's not a hospital, so it's at home. And I grew up in Poland. Most of you know that. And in Poland, when we were sick, the poor doctors were climbing so many steps to every house to visit the patient. They didn't want the patient to go to the clinic. They were coming sometimes to 8 o'clock in the night. And yeah, that time no one had cars, so my mom would call the doctor and please come see my kids because they have fever. Most of the time they would give her advice what to do, but sometimes they were coming and taking a look. So I saw this, but it would be very expensive, and I don't think everyone would like to do that. I don't expect any doctors to come home for home visits, but they will be making good choices, symbol of rejuvenation for the system. And a lot of doctors, Queen of Love, so it's symbol of a doctor or King of Love. Not as good system as you might think, because in Canada we are running short of doctors. And to have your family doctor, it's privilege now. Before it was so easy to get to be seen by doctors, but most of the doctors are my age, and my doctor is thinking about retiring, and he can't sell his not part of the he owns part of the clinic, so he wants to sell it, and he can't do that. Okay. Crisscross. Will there be a danger coming for? Will there be changes coming for criteria for eligibility to run for president if they have been convicted or have serving sentence? And national security might be in risk. The government is sleeping on it. When Democrats will take a power, it will be changed. So I saw a guy sleeping on it. They have to wait until the changes will come. Not easy. Republicans don't want to make any changes, and they are sitting right now. And everyone is kind of thinking, how does it can happen that the guy who is criminal is going to be a president or run for president? A lot of excitement, and it shows excuse me, how dysfunctional the system is. I believe it is very dysfunctional. Not only that he is talking, like you never know sometimes what he is talking about sharks, about being have some problem with electric battery, and no one is asking him, are you a cuckoo or not? They can't, because he is the representative of the party. Kathy McLaughlin, thank you. Do you see 45 leaving the race due to health problem? I see Republicans around the table debating, but I don't see him leaving. Everyone is sitting, so I don't think he will be leaving. Okay. Now they will be celebrating him. He will have up and downs, but they will let him to But sometimes I'm trying to figure out what he is talking about. And maybe my poor understanding of English can be a problem. But usually I can understand everyone in the news. I can't follow his speeches sometimes. Not that I really follow his speeches. Roxana M. What happened to the famous Dr. Michael Mosley, British TV producer? Mosley, whose body was 2 days ago founded. He was on vacation in the island in Same in Greece. What did he die of? He was 67 years old, perfect health, fanatic about health, fanatic giving advices, wrote so many books how to be healthy. And the helicopter was cruising on that place a few times. They never found it, and eventually the body was there. So they missed him 3 times. So it's not, no one can understand if his body was disposed later on and so on. He didn't take his cell phone. I asked my husband today, because it was a red flag for me. But today I asked my husband, and we are watching a lot of Monk. So he said, Detective Monk, tell me why a guy didn't take the cell phone when he left for a walk in extremely hot weather. Extremely hot weather. He took umbrella to protect him from the sun. And my husband is saying to me, he didn't want his wife to know where he is. He didn't want to be traceable. And I said, well, he could disconnect his, turn off the phone. No, but that will be still traceable. So he didn't want to be traceable. When men don't want to be traceable. In that age, when he is going to see another woman. That's just guessing, but logical. And they have to prove that he didn't see anyone. And he died apparently from natural causes, so the heart attack will be natural causes. And when I closed my eyes, I saw one lady that her husband died. He was much older than her, about 25 years older. And she was so naive, not knowing that he is taking Viagra. And he got heart attack, and the ambulance came in, and she's running, these are his heart pills. And the guy is looking at her. Those are not heart pills. This is Viagra. So the guy was telling her that it's for his health, and he was taking those pills and a little bit too much of Viagra can kill the guy. And it still will be natural causes, because he was taking this and his heart was beating so fast. So they should discuss those, but we will never know. His wife wouldn't like us to know, the public to know about what was the real reason. He went for a walk, officially King of Love, doctor, and he had a lot of plans and goals for that day. He left at 11 o'clock. She informed police 12 hours later. I'm surprised. If it will be that hot, and I will make my own research. And he's very famous, so that little island didn't want to have any problems. She could start making a fuss about 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock if he didn't show up. Or even 7, 8 o'clock. So she just phoned police around 11 in the night, and it was too late to find him because it was already dark. Did I pull the cards? Yeah, he was in the hotspot. We don't trust him, and he was going for some gathering. Just guessing game. And when you watch, my mom was always calling me a detective. I was always into Agatha Christie books or Sherlock Holmes, and even in real life, I was sometimes predicting things, and they were coming true. I'm talking about what is coming true. Former Air Canada manager is wanted in gold heist to turn himself in. He left Air Canada, really shortly after that heist happened in April 2023. And he went to India. He has a beautiful wife who is an actress. And his name is Simran Preet Penesar, and he's wanted with the connection to that flight. $20 million in gold was stolen quietly, no shots, no witnesses, nothing. And when it happened, I remember I was staying in the airport on the top floor. I was seeing like a scene from Wolves of the Wall Street. So that was kind of not real organization. So these guys who were stealing the money, they were the gold, they were shady people. And they arrested so far few, but not too many. And I said, it is inside the job, very fakey. And I remember I was displaying that it's a big room that have fake computers, everything kind of fake. So we will see if they will be able to bring him to Canada. He's secure over there, and his wife is secure, but he's afraid. He's worried, but I don't know if they will be able to. And Air Canada thinks that the gold was not insured because they didn't want, the company didn't want too many people to know that there is a gold, so they didn't insure the gold. And Air Canada thinks we don't take the responsibility for that because it was not insured. Okay. And Grandma G130 wants to know how to teach our children not to steal or make fun of the others when the man who is running for highest power in our country is a felon. Teach them from the very, very early age. Teach them by your sample. Teach them to have a good heart for others, to understand them, to be nice to people. But for stealing, I was cruel mother. Leszek, my oldest son, once took the ticket, 50 cents, 25 or 50 cents ticket for hot dog in grade 1. And the teacher told me, so I told Leszek that he is not going to have toys we are not buying him toys for 2 months. Gosh, it was like 2 years for him. So we shortened the punishment. Eventually, my husband couldn't stand it. But Leszek was so afraid when his cousin Angelika once said that he took her doll. He was so speechless he couldn't even explain us where he hid that doll, because she wanted him to play with her doll, and he put the doll in the laundry basket. But he was so shocked that I would punish him again that he couldn't speak. And I didn't punish him, and there was no reason even, but I knew it works. And I want to put the prayers for Biden family and Hunter, because they are going through hectic of the time for Princess Katherine. And Chris Cross is asking, my daughter Roxanne Rennie is going to very hard time. Please pray for her. Prayers for people in Florida. They have such a floodings. Oh my gosh! And I'm worried about Brooke. I know she's safe, but I'm still worried. All the best when. So please be safe, be happy. All the best in Father's Day, and enjoy your family. That's the most important thing on the world, to have family as long as you can have it. I love you guys and friends as well, but family is so important. Take care of yourself.